Okay. Let's accept challenge from a Finnish player, Jukka from Lahti. It's 1800. We got ourselves a Rui Lopez here again, and this time I'm on the black side. Yeah, D3. So the line I played quite a bit myself. Gives some extra options, also takes away some options, as these opening lines often do. And it turns into a sort of quiet game here in the style of the Giuco piano. Yeah, bishop g5 is interesting, but only if he follows knight g6 with knight h4 here. Otherwise, I'd just get h6 with tempo next, which is gonna render bishop g5 pretty pointless, seeing as h6 is a move that I probably would have wanted to play anyway. Okay, so we have an interesting point here. If I go bishop e5, you can't, sorry, bishop b7, you can take on e5. Which is gonna render the position a little bit dry, and also let him take on b6, slightly weakening my pawn structure. So I'm thinking maybe ed4 instead. Now if cd4, obviously I cannot take on e4 because of bishop d5, forking the rook on a8 and the knight on e4. But I can go bishop b7, and then he probably would have had to play d5 in order to save the pawn. Now after bishop d4, I go c5. After he takes an f6, which I think he probably will, he has weakened the square on he has weakened the square on I have weakened the square on d5, and Marx has strong light square bishops, but I think the dark square bishop might be strong after I go c4, and also I have knight f4 later on, which might be a strong opportunity. I don't know. I think here after bishop e5, which is obviously a mouseslip, I don't know. I don't think I should win that way. So let's just give him a second chance. Yeah, now after all, I get c4, and I do get the knight f4 stuff that I was hoping for. So I think this is still pretty good for me. Knight g3 seems like the best move here in order to mate queen g6 with queen g6 with knight to d3. It is interesting to go queen g6 or queen g5. I do think, however, that bishop h3 here is a little bit much. Gh, knight h3, king g2. Then who knows? So let's go queen g5. And after knight to f3, I will go h5, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, now if knight f3, which would be a very logical move, attacking the queen, I can go queen takes g3, exploiting the pin. And after a move like king h1, then h4, knight f3 may not be that great for me, but I can take on d4 first there, and think that would work pretty well. Queen f3 is an excellent move, preparing h4 and knight to f5. And I do have the feeling that I should take on h3 now. Whether I should take with the bishop or the knight, I don't know. Let's take with the bishop. I just have some kind of intuitive feeling that did I just blunder? Does he have h4 now? I would have gotten a number of pawns for the piece, but I think I may have blundered there. I had a nice trick there. If you'd gone queen g4, I could have gone gh. Well, still it was fg, so it probably doesn't matter. But the point is, if queen g5, there was knight h3 and then queen g5, winning the pawn, regaining the queen. Truth be told, I didn't get much at all from this whole operation, other than I lost a lot of time, and my position probably got a little bit worse. So there you go. I'm still fine though. Knight d5, I do get either knight g5 with tempo, or I think probably better knight c5. Then obviously if e6, I got fe6 attacking the queen. So we can't do that. Otherwise, I will get to trade off one of his his two central pawns. He is playing really well now though. Getting a little bit worried. Rook h4 was a major threat, so I feel like I had to do something about that. Yeah, queen g7. Still should be reasonably safe here. Okay, queen e3. I do think I can take on e5 now. I'd be happy to trade everything, because my pawn structure is better. I do also think that my knight is better than his bishop, which is sort of biting on granite right now on g6, and also the pawns that I have on c4, b5, a6, restricting that guy in a major way. Also, the rook on h4 is horribly misplaced now for the end game. I actually think after rook e8, he may actually lose the game on the spot. I mean, the only sort of save I can see is maybe b4. But I do think knight d3 may win. Maybe there's d6 then. Yeah, he should have fought down. There were some interesting lines there, but I do think eventually it would have been successful. Obviously, apart from the mouseslip, though, that was an excellent game from my 1800 rated opponent.